Me la pelas. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is Mario Eduardo Espinoza coming to you semi-live from my studio. And welcome to the podcast. It's called The Desert Experiment. That's what I'm calling the podcast. And kind of nervous, I'm not gonna lie. It's my first shot at this. Hearing my voice is not something new, but it's something I haven't gotten used to. But God, you're still there, huh? All sexy, talking. All right, let's get this show on the road. All right, well, my first guest for this first episode is Mr. Chris Arrellano. You know,
Am I supposed to hear myself? Oh, I can finally hear myself.
Yeah.
That's horrible. Nobody ever likes how they sound like, unless they're a sociopath, I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I like the way I sound.
You're in good company then.
Yeah, there you go. Anyways, I just met Chris. I met Chris about an hour ago before the podcast. I met Chris through Pete, a good friend of mine. Pete is one of the guys here in the valley that hooks everybody up with them flowers. Delivery Quest for Fire is his delivery service. So, you know, if you want the Quest for Fire, give him a call. And
he's one of my sponsors. He sponsors my weed habit.
There you go. Of course.
Does, yeah.
So, this is how I met Chris. Chris is a comedian, and I wanted to have a guest for the first podcast. I think it would have just been a little bit more difficult for me just to sit here and talk into the abyss, you know. And
I also wanted to be fair to other sponsor who's sponsoring our show for Frankie Quinones, the Cholo Fish show is Head Stash, and they're sponsoring us as well for the show. I just want to give a shout out to them as well.
So you have a show coming up, right?
Yes, a few of them. Well, not for. I'm going to be opening. Frankie Quinones has a show, and they're nice enough to let me open for them, and as well as Michael Blackstock. He's going to be co-hosting that as well. And he's going to be bringing his crew down here. And I don't know who else is coming, but I've seen a lot of his YouTube videos. They're very funny. He has like a Persian character that sells homes. Yeah, he has his more popular Cholofit character. And my alarm's going off. That means I need to take my meds. I need to take my meds, but they're not orally. So just turn around. Don't look.
Okay, all right. Oh my God, why are you doing that? Okay. I was going to say, is it time for you to wake up because it's 11 o'clock, man?
It's stoner time. It's time for something. Usually I put an alarm just to remind me where I lost my phone, and that's like that's my janky-ass way of like remembering like where I put it, like if it's still charged enough.
I'd be like, I have a phone.
I'm here too, guys, by the way.
Oh, Pete's right here. Pete,
where'd you go?
Pete's
I went to the bathroom, my bad.
Pete's right here. No, Pete's been here all this time.
Yeah, buy your flowers from me. Hit me up. You ever need anything, I'll take care of you.
What's that place called again?
Quest for Fire.
There you go.
So tell them you heard him right here at the Desert Experiment Show podcast.
Desert Experiment Show, right on.
Desert Experiment podcast. Still got to work that out. You know, it's the first go at this, so you know we're gonna have a lot of that. So we were having some interesting conversations.
I just .com that right now. I'm gonna sell it to you at a real cheap price. Don't worry.
That's okay. I'll just do it. I'll do some .org.
.name.
You know, that's the thing about information, right? Like having control over information, and that's what one of the things we were talking about earlier is how we have all this information, yet we've been dumbed down by our anxiety. What the fuck?
Yeah, we got a lot of access to knowledge now, and it's making the smarter people smarter and the dumb people dumber.
Why is that?
Do you see that one kitten video? The one with the... No, just kidding.
Which one? Which kid? The yodeling kid?
I said kitten video, but that one, yeah, the yodeling kid.
Oh, kitten. Oh, okay.
But the yodeling kid, good for him. I think that's a
talent. That kid's got talent,
yeah,
man. He made a Coachella, man. What's up?
He's hit his watermark, and now he can die in obscurity, whatever ranch he crawled out of. But good for him, though.
Yeah, what do you watch when you watch YouTube?
I want YouTube. What's that? You mean that mobile device that I look at porn all day on?
That's where people get all their information from.
That's true. The news, yeah. I used to get a lot of my news from like Facebook and stuff. And apparently there's no Planet Nibiru hitting us yet. I'm really disappointed. All those timeshares I brought in, like, bomb shelters and stuff. So
well, that kind of goes to what we're talking about, how we get our information, right? Mm-hmm. But that's been an issue with apparently everybody, because everybody got like hijacked and everybody, decided to do what they did, voting for the president.
Oh God.
And I think those kind of things, I mean, have always been there.
That's what like new amputees must feel like,
I mean, this
like with the president is like you wake up and like, oh my God, Donald Trump is still president.
I mean, yeah.
I would gladly have anyone else be president and have all my limbs missing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, like, there's a bunch of politicians like him. That's all I'm saying. I mean, he's just one of them, and he's that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he got up there because he was able to, because he knew that guy that knew that guy.
The American public went, I'm voting television for president.
Well, yeah, and they did.
They could have voted for Scooby-Doo for president, but they voted The Apprentice instead. And
they did.
I'm ready to cut America in half and let
it's a show.
Let the Cracker Barrel states have their president. We can have ours. And
American people wanted a show.
I'm okay with Civil War Part 2. I'll just stay on the side that still has a Starbucks and call it a day.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
I haven't really been following what's going on lately. Are we going to war with North Korea?
With North Korea?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys follow dictators.
This is what happened between North Korea and the United States. North Korea, I want to be your best friend. Fuck you. He had it right there. Like, he had it. It just...
Well, don't you think that's odd? I mean, don't you think that's odd? I mean, do you think that's normal? Like, as far as, like, just being a person, hey, why don't you come on my podcast and fuck you? Like, what? Like, you're laughing because it's still kind of funny, because it is funny,
It is. But
like, like, in all seriousness, like, you're trying to, like, put... It's really, to me, it really is just a fucking show. But... as far as like what they're trying to pull is like, hey, we're trying to get together so we can like be have like this diplomacy, right? But to me, it's just a shit show, because that guy, the guy in Korea he ain't got shit. You know what I mean? All he has is his fucking haircut and his fucking big ass smile. You know what I mean? And Dennis Rodman is his buddy.
And he has that one firework that no one knows where it could be. It could be a briefcase bomb over here, supposedly.
It's probably
just the fear. The fear is the bigger weapon.
It's
device.
like Pulp Fiction. The briefcase is a light. We don't know what the fuck is in it. We just know it's a fucking light. But there ain't shit there.
He's not gonna bomb America. He loves the NBA.
There you go. But this is the thing though. Like like I was saying, if you follow your dictators, a lot of these fucking dictators are fucking rock stars that were put together by the U.S.
Yeah, they're put up there. Yeah.
So like this guy right here right now is just the same fucking thing. So if people fucking, I don't know, instead of fucking reading their fucking tweets every fucking morning, pick up a fucking history book and learn a little bit about what's happened, and what's happening now is nothing new.
And for a brief moment, like, Kim Jong's like popularity in the United States was like higher than Trump's. So go figure.
Yeah, like what the fuck? And that's just like this polarization of just fucking bullshit that we fucking throw into the fucking atmosphere. Everybody goes, oh yeah, how about that? And everybody's just like fucking saying, how about that, for a fucking week? And then like that's over, and then like we're fucking, then we got the fucking kid yodeling in the fucking Walmart, but that's the thing, though. Fuck that, because like nobody's being even loyal to themselves.
No, the funny thing about the North Korean thing, like they had a deal. They had like, all right, we're gonna meet up, this and that. We're gonna talk it out. We're gonna squash this beef.
And
then what does the United States do? And then later they have military exercises. That is such a huge fuck you. That's like once they get that, like, I like to reduce everything down to like a neighborhood, like a house, so to speak.
Well,
and I go to my homie, hey homie, let's hang out. We're gonna chill. We're gonna squash the beef. Sure.
That's a great distraction.
And then he comes over, and then he sees a punching bag with his face on it. It's stab him. It's like, whoa, what the fuck's that all about? Don't worry. It looks a lot like you, but it's just in case shit happens. That's what North Korea is seeing, like their military exercises, and that's. any sane person with that's a threat to me. You're polishing your gun in plain sight of where and of course that's going to be insultful. And then what does Mike Pence say? Well, we're going to have to Libya, you guys. Fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you over for dinner, and don't mind the nuke next to the maid. So, anyways, what were you saying about the North Koreans? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what that is, right?
Yeah,
and it's still a shit show.
Yeah.
It's still a shit show. It's still a bunch of bullshit.
I wouldn't doubt it that it is kabuki theater, and that it is a lot of WWE, and maybe in the end, North Korea's on our side. And it's like, hey,
don't talk shit about wrestling.
no, I mean, it's real as far as the injuries go.
Yeah, I think that shit's more real, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, no shit.
Because in the end, the only fucking people that are suffering are the ones that are paying attention to that bullshit. You know? Like I'm not. I mean, I listen to the news, and I have certain news outlets that I pick on. That I listen to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just because critical thinker, man. I'm not gonna fucking just pick up whatever and be like, okay, well that's a fucking fact. Well, no, because that's not who I be. So it's just that's all it is. That's all it is. I love when people say like, well, it's your fucking responsibility to be a critical thinker. Well, it is, but you look around this fucking valley, because we're in the Imperial Valley, we're in El Centro, we're in the Imperial Valley, we're in Calexico, we're in fucking everywhere.
Those are two diametrically opposed concepts, is critical thinking and Imperial Valley. It's like,
well, and here's the thing, you look around and it's just like just fucking trauma everywhere. Everybody's like reacting to their fucking trauma everywhere. Like you go to you can't go to the, like I was saying earlier, you can't go to the fucking drive-through because it's a gamble, and you got to look in your bag because if you don't, it's like a fucking gamble because the fucking person in there, I mean, they might have all the fucking best intentions,
They will screw up your order.
And they just screw up your fucking order.
How did you put tacos in here? Well, you don't even serve tacos. And you put tacos in my,
You're at Wendy's, you got fucking Jack in the Box tacos. So yeah, man, it's a bad deal. I mean, it's a bad deal if you're at the end of it because you're fucking dealing with the shit, right? And it's a bad deal for the person that's reacting that way because that's all they fucking know. Like I walk out here and I'm just like, damn. I'm just like, damn. People just got their fucking shit. And don't get me wrong, like it's here. It's this area and it's every fucking downtown in the country, right? This
is like if you're playing Zelda. This is like the level that you start off in, but if it's on the 64 one where everyone's a zombie, tweakered out, going to the methadone clinic and shit.
Yeah, this is Zombieland for sure, man.
What is Imperial Valley number one in? What are some number ones that Imperial Valley has?
Unemployment.
That's number one in employment.
Okay.
In the whole United States, that's just not in California. That is like it has the 8th, 7th, 5th, whatever richest economy in the world. If it was its own nation. Is somehow we're in the armpit of California,
right?
And right here is still stuck in the 1950s. This time bubble.
Yeah, and yet we have like a whole community coming in from Mexicali, trying to make a living, and they're the ones that are like just picking.
How dare they steal jobs from those white field workers just lined up to pick our fruit?
Man, those fucking white boys are all dusty up when I see them at the end of the day, man. They're out there.
There's some out there. It's true.
They're out there fucking doing the thing, But that's the thing, like there is like there's unemployment and there's fucking work, But we're not fucking going out there fucking going like, hey, let's go fucking do that shit all fucking day because we don't want to do that. I don't fucking want to do that.
It's pretty hot out there.
It's hot, And don't get me wrong, man. I do labor when I have to, with the jobs that I have, and just in being a fucking renter, because I fucking take pride in my fucking the shit that I have, because I fucking work for it. But fuck, man, being out there, fucking like just fucking busting your ass, man, fucking just trying to make a fucking living, and then like, fuck, man, you gotta work. You gotta fucking work. You're fucking tired. What the fuck do you want? You want a fucking beer, man. You want to fucking smoke a fucking joint, man. You want to fucking just fucking relax, But you gotta fucking go all the way back home,
Oh yeah.
And then you gotta go fucking, It's just like, I've seen that, And we're from here, like, I think I heard one of your jokes. It was like, people don't go to Mexicali because it's fucking dirty, right? It was something like that,
Oh yeah.
What was your joke?
I forget. I have a lot of Mexico jokes, but one of them is my friend from India who lives in San Diego, and he'll talk about like India very heartfully, and I go, "What do you do when you miss India? I mean, when you miss Indian cooking or when And he goes, "I just go to Tijuana because it smells the same." And he wasn't saying it to be mean or whatever. It's like, yeah, you know what? That's probably right.
And that's just the third world, man. That's just what it is. It's just reality.
I think it's the curry powder.
It's like when you're in any downtown area, like when you're in any downtown area and you see a corner somewhere, like flanked by two walls, like you know that corner's gonna smell interesting.
Neglected,
very pungent.
Yeah.
I used to work workers' compensation and yeah, some of the stories I've heard taking these people to San Diego, a lot of them, I've seen about 3 or 4 people get ran over by the tractors working out in the fields.
Damn.
Yeah, they get cut in half. They have to be wearing their colostomy bags and stuff
dude,
like that.
That's crazy, dude.
That sucks, but also a great place to hide liquor for future festivals because nobody will touch your colostomy bag. Or will they? Let's find out.
You get ran over by a tractor and you get like $500,000.
Damn,
man. So these guys were happy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That'll buy a lot of colostomy bags.
Bad, dude.
But a lot of people that come from the other side to work in the fields, they wake up at midnight to come to work. So you're waking up at midnight. You're getting ready.
Oh yeah.
You're in line around 2.
They're there in Calexico at 3 a.m. waiting for
right.
Yeah, dude.
And then you gotta. Okay, you're at the line at 2, right? Yeah. And then how long does it take for you to cross? 3 hours?
Yeah.
And then if you're crossing and you're walking, you're fucking standing there for fucking 3 hours, and then you cross, and then you fucking cross.
That's a funny line.
You get on your fucking bus. You go to wherever you're gonna fucking work that fucking day. You fucking work your fucking day. That's a long ass motherfucking day. What time do they usually get out? 2, 3?
Yeah,
I think.
around 2.
Yeah. And then you fucking go back home. You try to fucking get some rest and then do the fucking same thing again the next fucking day. And guess what? If it's fucking Wednesday, you know it's gonna suck dick.
Yeah, you know it's Wednesday.
Not in a good way.
Yeah.
That line's funny because people coming back partying from Mex are in the same line. So there's a bunch of hot girls and field workers.
I've it's always funny seeing
sometimes hot field workers.
Hot field workers.
Yeah. It's always funny to see like the privileged fucking dumb fucks that want to go in front of the fucking line, and everybody's like, "Hey, vete la verga," and everybody's like, "Yeah, vete la verga."
What was the good old days? You could cross a broken bike, and they would let you cross, and now like they would rent him, and not anymore. I think do they allow wheelchairs to go first, like in Disneyland?
I'm assuming they do. Yeah. I'm assuming they do. I mean, we're still fucking human.
I'm getting you a wheelchair. Fuck that.
We're still human. I see. I see the old people get up there first. People are still good. That's another thing about our community, man. People are genuinely fucking good ass fucking people. It's just that been through some shit. And then the reaction is just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you first before, and at least my reaction is like,
but why? Why fuck you?
Yeah, no, my reaction is like kind of, I laugh, but then I kind of feel bad later because it's like, I kind of go like, well, maybe they're just having a shit day and, but, it's just, this is the Valley too. The Valley is a very interesting place, that's for sure.
It is.
Yeah, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone already had sex with your girlfriend.
You have to ask for a 23andMe DNA just to make sure you're not like humping a cousin or something,
Wow, yeah.
So you got to double bag it,
Yeah, wow, that's crazy. That's some crazy talking, right?
You don't want to have a mungo. No. And
it's what it is. It's a small community. It's got a lot of fucking issues. It's exposed. It's been exposed to a lot of fucking vicious cycles of fucking trauma. And what the fuck? What the fuck? Give me all. This is really all I'm saying. I just want my fucking order right.
Stop putting tacos in the fucking bag.
I just want my fucking order right.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you're telling me, hey, is the fucking order right on the screen? And I go, yeah. And then when I get to the window and you hand me my fucking bag and I get home and open up my shit, it ain't it. It ain't it. What the fuck? That's all I want, peeps. I just want my order right.
And then when they say like, and also the schools in Mexico and the United States are different. It's like when you say you went to up to 6th grade over here, and when you went to like 6th grade in Mexico, is a lot more advanced. Than,
Sixth grade in Mexico is like you're already a senior in high school.
Yeah, pretty much. Because over here,
You're already in fucking college and shit. You're already fucking up in the podium, fucking graduating from college and shit.
I just started this new diet talking about fast food. No bread diet. It's like a caveman diet. It's called a high ketosis diet.
Oh, see?
Yeah, you don't need bread. You don't need grain. You don't need anything like that.
And that's the thing about our diets, right? Like, it's that, we're fucking cavemen over here. Fucking hunter-gatherers for fucking too long, and like all of a sudden they fucking give us a bunch of fucking food in front of us and we're just like, fuck yeah, eat it all up, man.
That's what happened.
And guess the fuck what, man? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I ain't going hunting today. But you know what I am doing? I am some fucking tacos.
I got this bread right here.
I got this bread.
You know that funny ass.
Put some butter on my bread.
How they go the paleo diet? So you got to eat like cavemen because they lived very long, right? Where are they now? Stupid, they're gone.
Hey, but they were ripped though.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never seen a fucking caveman that's not cut, man. What the fuck? But the thing is, it's like we fucking have this fucking shit like. Adapted to the shit lifestyle that everybody thought was convenient, but it was just a fraud. And we all just gave into the, okay, I'm down with that fucking yodeling kid this week.
No, they're just jingling the keys for the baby so we get distracted and,
But that diet, the fucking no bread shit, I mean, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Ketosis diet?
Yeah, man, I lost 15 pounds already.
Wow, that's good, dude. Good. You can go fucking get a fucking sandwich anywhere and fucking just take. I mean, that's the thing about being a Mexican too. We got bread, we got tortillas, and guess what, people? Our tortillas in the valley are good. It ain't the shit you're fucking buying off the shelves.
You know what? That's like when you go to Cardenas and you buy them and they're fresh and they're warm. You can just eat it like a roll up, just with the butter and salt. And just,
Cardenas is the shit, but Jesus, it's back to what we were talking about earlier. It's like I've gone up there and it's like, I'm up there, and the girl's there. She sees me. She's like, "Yeah, I know you're there. I just don't give a fuck about you right now. I'm busy over here. Let me finish doing what I'm doing, and then I'll start giving a fuck about what you want." On my walk over there to the cash register, that's what I get. And I'm like, all right, cool. All right. You're getting paid by the hour. Fuck it. Yeah. But Cardenas, fresh tortillas, man.
I hope they get bennies. People that work there. I hope they don't Walmart the people there. Like give them what is it, the 30 hours a week, so they're not full time, so they don't give them the benefits.
Oh man, that's.
I hope they're nice to their employees. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. Like it's always
always something
It's always about benefiting the people, man. It's always about. I wrote it down right here. It's always about positive outcomes, man.
Friends with benefits.
Positive outcomes.
Oh, benefiting the people. Shit, I lost my train of thought. My train got derailed a long time ago.
All right. And and all this bullshit is perspective. It is. I mean, we are all humans. We're all living our lives in this little. Since we're living in modern times, we're all fucking isolated. So that's kind of what it is. I don't, and I don't go out much. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what my reality is. I have a family. I go work. I go home. I go rehearse. I go jam out with some friends. That kind of thing. I'll go. Hook up with Pete.
Yep.
That kind of thing. And then that's I'm 42. Like I obviously, the valley life, I got to experience it at one point, but, from what I see in the street, just going to point A to point B, if I'm walking or if I'm in a car or, I just see a lot of people just staring at their feet, and, obviously we all have, the a resource to fucking get a phone, a little computer in our hand, But now we have all the people, that usually couldn't afford a phone, picking it up, and now they're, at the park, like staring at their phone, and like I wonder what they're fucking doing. I wonder if they're fucking like looking at their stocks, trying to make sure that they're gonna fucking make some money that fucking day. They're looking at their what is that QuickCoin, whatever the fuck it is.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
They're looking at their Bitcoin app and making sure that their fucking stock is rising. No, they're fucking not doing that.
No, they're making sure their Silk Road fucking deliveries on time. And goddamn, I bought this Bitcoin for nothing.
Exactly.
Where's my asset at?
Exactly.
They ripped me off. Those assholes.
It's an interesting time that we're living in.
I got a friend who lost about $20,000 this year in the crypto market.
Damn.
Did he forget his password? The old-fashioned way? No. But
It couldn't log in anymore.
Damn it!
What the fuck? Did I use the capital A or the lowercase A?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! And he's probably telling you the story, right? No, man, the stock fucking went down. It's like, no, man, I lost my password.
It's like anything else in America. It's a trend, you know.
It is.
Last year it was popular, and he made so much money off of it. Year,
was it overnight or was it gradual that he lost the 20,000? It was like that.
Yeah. It's
that hurt me.
just like stock.
That hurt me, and I'm poor.
It's just like stock.
Right? Yeah, that's all.
I feel sorry for a guy that has thousands of dollars. That's what you did to me right now. Fuck you, Peter. What are you doing to me, man?
That hurts me, and I'm poor.
The guy, he works from his computer. He makes about $30 an hour just pulling his money out, reinvesting it right back into the cryptocurrency. You can pull out a little bit at a time, live off of it.
I guess he didn't know how to pull out.
Hey, man, sometimes you gotta know when to pull out, man.
That's true.
I didn't. That's my kid.
He didn't know when to pull out, and he's still, he's still messing with it, man. But yeah, he lost a lot.
All right, man. Okay, well, we're about at the first half of the show, and we're gonna take a.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah, let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah, smoke break.
Let's all go to the lobby. Well, some motherfucking joint. And, we're going to take a break. But during this break, I'm going to leave you with some special music here. I'm going to play you some music. And we'll be back. We'll be back.
Judgment Day, all kinds of deaths about to hit round here. Count your bullets, 1, 2, 3, and swear loving. Oh, to me, rats in my kitchen, no, the end is near. You
we're motherfucking back. This ain't your family podcast, so if you have any kids, tell them to go outside and play with their fucking ball. Tell them to go outside and ride their bike.
Let them borrow your phone and let them play video games on it.
No. Let them fucking go outside and fucking be kids.
A time with no screens. That's
Yes.
interesting, right?
Make them read or something.
Yeah, shit, fuck yeah. Yep. Yeah, some good advice. Fucking make them read.
I had an epiphany the other day.
Have them read. Have them read.
Put them on the caveman diet.
Have them read.
You know how like prisoners.
Venezuelan diet?
Don't feed your kids bread.
Or grain, no grain, no sugar, no salt.
Only vegetables and meat.
Oh man, some protein.
Yeah, only protein.
Protein.
Get lean.
Not to get too personal, but have either of you gentlemen ever been arrested for anything? You don't have to say what. You can just say yes or no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same here. Yes. And I've had to be in that cell before.
Yeah.
And then it's amazing how for a while your whole world is that little area, that little triangle.
Okay.
And I go, oh, this is your whole world. And then what do we do when we get home? Our whole world is that little screen tablet when we go home. You know, that's freaking 8.5 by whatever.
I don't know about you, but I got a 59-inch. So.
We're talking tablets, not a whole plasma screen. Like,
yeah.
got a baller here, got
It's a touchscreen.
It's an 80-foot tablet. You
That's
can fucking-
definitely perspective, man. It's definitely perspective.
Sell weed for a reason, man.
I mean, it's definitely perspective, you know, because, like, yeah, you're in a cell, you got your fucking thoughts, you know. If you're not used to being your thoughts, you're going to have a fucking hard time being.
And now in county, they do have tablets, and they rent them out, and it's like
What the
it's a reward for good prisoners.
They're
You know
just
what I
trying to
mean?
make money, man.
Yeah, no, it's funny because
Oh, yeah,
it's like
they're
you know,
trying to
here
make
you
the
go,
money.
you can get on Facebook while you're in jail. Like, thank you, and
Yeah.
Have some time.
You know, man, sometimes a mind can be a prison, too. Fuck that. That's bullshit, man. Whoever fucking said that is full of shit.
Think about that.
I like my fucking freedom. I like going outside. I don't fucking fuck that. You know? Yeah, dude. I mean, obviously, the person that's in prison is worth more in there than out here. You know? Yeah. So might as well have them in there.
50 grand a year to keep someone incarcerated in California, something like that. What is it?
I heard my friend telling me something like the person in prison, you know, can I guess like the yearly money that's spent on the prisoner, you can send a student to Harvard. You know, like that's the same I guess tuition for
or you
Harvard.
can send them to University of Phoenix like 1,000 times.
Or you can do that.
It's still not getting a job at McDonald's.
But you can do it 1,000 times. What the fuck?
They have a drive-through window. What's that all about?
They still can't get my order right.
I want to be a doctor. Sold. Here you go. Get the fuck out of here.
You got me a psychology degree. I asked for a doctorate.
Can you study to be a doctor in prison? You come out and be I'm an ex-con, but I'm a neurosurgeon.
Is there a doctor on the plane? I'm a doctor in fucking math. Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm choking to death here, you idiot.
Yeah, imagine that. Like you're at the Greyhound, you're fucking choking, and like all of a sudden, like there's a fucking doctor, but he just got a fucking jail.
Well, I have a PhD in archaeology. You know, some smart ass. Get the fuck out of here, you useless motherfucker.
That's
Well, not useless, but
You
you
still
know.
have to call me doctor.
Dr. Dre. I don't think he's an actual doctor.
you call me Dr. Dumb.
If you ask me.
Yeah, and that's just crazy how they have all that money there. You know, prisons and like I mean, obviously since we're here in the valley, that's just the whole machine here.
That's 90% of the economy is a prison. It's a plantation economy.
Either
You're watching the fence or you're watching the fields.
yeah, right. Like, and it's like either you work there or you know somebody that works there or you're there. You know what I mean? You're gonna be there, or you know what I mean? Like whatever, you know. So like you're trying to avoid getting there, you know. So, fuck, man, the valley, man.
Yeah. If you worked in the fields or you work in fast food, one or the other.
Yep. And you know,
Or a security guard.
yeah, and it's the thing about opportunity here, you know. There's not a whole lot of it. It's, you know, to me, there's a lot of potential. Which is a horrible fucking word because I don't know any fucking better term, but there is, you know, because it's new. You know, it's you know, it's like the show. It's a fucking experiment. And that's why I got the idea for the fucking title of the show. You know, this desert experiment. The valley's a fucking experiment. It's fucking brand fucking new. You know, just because you're fucking born, you know, you've been living here for a couple of fucking decades, you know, and you think this fucking thing's the worst. It ain't, because it was worse before you were even born, you know. It's fucking getting better, but the only fucking way it's gonna get fucking better is if we get fucking better at just being ourselves, you know.
It just like your experimental podcast. Like,
I don't know how you do that though.
Imperial Valley, Imperial Valley is an experiment because some gringo said, you know what, we could grow carrots out here when it was just nothing but desert and scorpions and tumbleweeds.
That's crazy.
You know, and like I did this one joke, like it cleared the whole room. Everyone left. It's like I'm not an ist or a bigot of any kind. I hate everyone equally. Full disclosure. You know, but I said some jokes that like only the Mormons would be dumb enough to steal this land from the Indians. They didn't even steal it. The Indians said, you can have it. It's fucking 120 degrees here in the summer, you know?
We're out.
And then everyone left. I guess everyone was left.
We'll be over there by the mountains, you know, over there. We'll be by the mountains where it's cool. You guys can be here if you want. That's fine. We'll just go hang out by the mountains. That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like it was different times. Like I remember like, my mom telling me stories back in, back in the day. She would tell me stuff like, yeah, we would cross the border, and we would just cross the border. You know, now it's like 3 hours, bitch.
3 hour line. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to tell my grandkids. I remember when the mall wasn't there.
You know, watch. Like if you follow the conspiracy long enough, and the whole reason that there's a wall is just to sell curios of those blankets and shit. And that's what it's all about: is selling papitas and like hielo de limón and tamales and. You know, because without that, I don't know. Like,
dude, you're making me hungry, dude.
Yeah, right?
You're just talking about food now.
Yeah, like
just don't eat bread.
Don't eat bread.
Consumerism.
I like when you're crossing the border. Like, you know what? I didn't need an 8-foot cross until now, but luckily they're selling them right there. You know, let me get 2 of them.
You know, I'm sorry. I need to make an announcement. We just played a song during our break, during our musical break of the show. We played a good track there. It was from Veronica Grimm and the Heavy Hearts. Veronica Grimm and the Heavy Hearts. Yes, you can find their album everywhere. Their album's called Revelator. Came out this last year. It's a country. It's a little country, a little rock, a little bit of glam. It's a little bit of everything, a little bit of fun. That's what that is, a whole lot of fun. But the track that we heard was, it was Until the Wicked End. That's what we heard. And so if you want to find it, you can find it everywhere. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on Spotify. And that is Veronica Grimm and the Heavy Hearts. Find them everywhere. So there you go. That's today's musical break. Yeah. So I still kind of rusty here. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to call these segments. But anyways, back to the conversation. What the fuck were we talking about?
You were talking about ADD.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, shoot. You cut my mic. How dare you? What is this, Fox News? Cut his mic.
Sir, your time is up.
This debate is over. I'm going to win by cutting the mic.
Sir, your time is up. But no, like we were talking about prison, talking about how the institution here is, you know, has given the community employment and opportunity, but that's the thing. There's no opportunity. The opportunity is limited, and not only that, it's fucking hot. I mean, it's fucking hot. Like, you know, man, like if you could just take a little bit of degrees away from the fucking atmosphere, like every other day, people wouldn't be like, people wouldn't be having that fucking, like, I'm taking a shit face look in there, you know, just walking around like I'm taking a shit. It's like, yeah, I get it. It's hot, you know, and that shit just ruins your fucking mood. So, you know, we just got a couple of things against us, you know. Yeah. We got shade.
It's hot, though. It's hot at night, too. Even, like, around 10 o'clock, it'll be 100 degrees.
In the summer, man.
And it was weird when I lived in San Diego,
in the summer,
and when it was particularly hot, like if a seatbelt buckle would burn me or something, I would get nostalgic about that and then remember Imperial Valley. And it was such an odd thing because it's like, you know, because my tolerance for heat is ridiculously high, you know, like that it needs to be, like,
right,
you know, but
I'm me, man. Shit, I sweat. As soon as I walk outside, I start sweating, man.
Dude, I try to avoid that fucking sun like fucking, I don't know, man, like an
emo kid.
No, I was gonna say like I don't know, like a Russian hacker, man. You know, like it's just bad news, man. Like it's just like, oh man, here it comes. Like, okay, where's the shade? Where's that shade?
It's deadly too. You know, you get caught out there and people die from it too.
Word.
People in Mex die from it.
Word.
Imagine if there's like a power outage, and there will be pretty soon. And
Dude.
where are you gonna go? To the mall?
And no, dude, like
We're gonna
if
get
that shit
AC.
happens here at like during the like August or fucking one of those fucking hot months, man. Like some fucking, you know, like I remember a couple of years ago, like somebody's like some truck driver, some fucking thing happened where like they crashed into some power grid, and like this whole section like went out, and like it was like I'm not sure if it was hot, but it was like it was out for a good amount of time, you know, and you know, if that shit fucking happens in the summer here with the fucking elders and the children, man, this is gonna be a fucking hard fucking deal, you know. We got a bunch of fucking solar plants out and fucking about, you know. It's another fucking resource that we have here. We do have sun. We have.
I'm just guessing here. I don't know the dynamics of how that works, but I'm guessing most of the power gets piped away somewhere else.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
of
right.
course, right. You know.
Well, yeah, they brought in the investment and they build the fucking.
Well, actually, they turn it off because there's this thing called the duck curve. I was actually looking about it yesterday.
Oh, right. Pete on the news.
Oh, shit.
Pete on the beat.
What happens is during the day when the sun's up, they generate electricity, and it could fry the grid.
Wow.
So you actually waste a lot of electricity because we don't have battery technology yet to store it. But that's the future. Like the future, Tesla's gonna basically starting with Tesla because he's doing it right now. You can actually go to his website and buy a battery for about $7,000. It goes on the side of your house.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And if there's a power outage or something, that thing will keep your house going.
Dude, fucking Pete just brought us a fucking solution, man.
He did. He just single-handedly saved the Imperial Valley.
What the fuck?
Pete for mayor.
Yeah, Pete for mayor,
Fucking
bitches.
A, for reals. Of any city.
And
of all cities.
And that's the thing, you know, like, okay, now we have this other option, right? Yeah. Do we all have money for it? No. You know? And
You know what? But there's a group down here called Grid.
God, I'm being so fucking negative. God damn,
There's
you
a group
stop.
down here called there's a group down here called Grid Alternatives. They're a nonprofit. I used to like do volunteer work for them, and
Okay.
they install solar panels on homes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a homeowner and if you are within a certain income bracket,
Mm-hmm.
they will put panels on your home. All you have to do is feed them. And that's it. You know, just go out there and fill out the paperwork. They're out there. I forgot what on Ross or something like on,
Okay.
on the boonies of El Central. But you gotta Google them, and it's a nonprofit, and it cuts your bill down to like a fraction of what it is. I don't know what your bill is during the summer months, but it's not that uncommon for it to be
Too high.
300, 400. That's a house payment.
Everybody in the valley.
That is
too high.
Yeah, for real. That is extortion because you have to pay it
Well-
or else you die. You know.
Well, you know, like Pete's saying, like their grid is fucking overheating, or like is this too much power? Is that what that is?
Power, yeah.
Why don't you fucking swing it over here? Swing it over here. Swing it to the people, man.
They overload the grid. I heard something about them.
I don't know the technology on that shit either. So, fuck.
Are there still solar panels being built down here?
This shit.
You know, not that I'm aware of, but I know. I mean, there was a good time when they were building them. I know there was I had a friend that was out there, and he was out there for a good while.
There are panels being built out here,
Yeah.
like including the crystalline structure and stuff, or the.
Well, have you seen the solar panel fuels out?
I know there's a grip of them out here, and
Yeah.
and I assume like each one is like run by different outfits and companies and entities.
I don't
I'm
know.
guessing or assuming.
I don't think we see any of that electricity.
No, I don't know. I'm assuming it's just fucking one motherfucker. You know, just fucking.
Going, it's all mine, and I also own gas stations.
Yep. I'm just,
Plot twist.
it's a bad assumption, but I'm being really negative today, man.
Yeah, no.
I need some coffee, man.
Yeah.
But what were you saying, Pete?
When I'm president of the United States, I'm gonna subsidize renewable energies and
Damn.
Fucking
Go,
Pete.
grab that brass ring, motherfucker. Go for it, dude.
Yeah, for real, man. Like it's we have the means, and it's just a matter of like, and I've heard a bunch of fucking solutions too, which are good, but we don't have the fucking resources. We live in the fucking valley, You know, like in the summer, it's always like, yep, somebody died. Yeah.
From the heat stuff?
From fucking just the heat.
Yeah, that's crazy. And like,
Yeah.
and whenever you hear that happening in New York, they drop by the thousands. Like the elderly and kids are vulnerable to that, and I feel bad for
Shit,
them.
man.
It's like, yeah, you do need cooling centers and stuff, and somewhere just to like, you know,
And I can just imagine,
Misters.
man.
just somewhere to have swamp balls.
Like right
in
here,
peace.
man. Everything. It's like in the summer, everything just gets fucking. Everything gets hot. Everything is fucking hot. You know what I mean? But we live in the fucking desert, you know? Like, there's just fucking little mountains out there, you know?
It affects everything, and even like especially events. Nobody wants to do an event. Nobody wants to go to a comedy show when it's freaking sweltering.
I don't
you
remember.
know, or anything in general.
Yeah,
I don't blame them.
It's like hibernation fucking season.
Yeah.
Let's go fry some eggs on the sidewalk.
Can it be next? Yeah, I'm down to. Can it be done? I'm pretty sure it can be done.
Yeah.
Put some butter on that shit, man.
Just don't eat the
Some
egg.
can of butter.
Can of butter, man. No fucking,
Heyo.
no oil, just fucking butter. But yeah, man, like it's getting, and especially with fucking climate change, global warming, fucking whatever, the ozone layer, you know, the fucking trick of the fucking week, fucking slang, you know. Yeah, it's here, bitches.
Yeah,
you know, and obviously places there are
Something's happening. You know, we don't know what, but
from my perspective, you know, and from what I can tell from my existence, from what I've lived, yeah, the fucking weather's changed. It ain't the fucking same, man. You know, like I had a friend. Well, it was my dad's friend. He's an older guy. Mendoza was his name. His nickname was Conga. Not congas, bitches. Con cagada, wey.
oh shit.
Yeah, that's how we keep it real up in this fucking real on the show. We're keeping it real. Anyways, rest in peace, Mendoza. Anyways, Conga. Shit, I forgot the story I was going to tell about Conga. That's what I get for burning him.
He
He's
came
like,
back. He came back to
"Toma,
haunt. Came back to haunt you.
Let's go back to global
Fuck
warming,
with your
man.
brain. Oh, he's telling me about how when he was growing up, he was telling me like, no, dude, this is normal. This is just how it is. Like, it gets really hot and then it's like a cycle, I guess, what he was trying to explain to me. But Conga, God bless his soul, wasn't a goddamn fucking meteorologist or a scientist.
Let's talk about climate science.
All right, Pete, let's do it. Climate science.
All right.
Not that I'm bragging. I'm just stating facts. I'm like, for the most part, a hardcore blue-leaning libtard, as they might say. But whatever the global warming thing, my question is always this, and people just go, I don't know. They go, why are the polar ice caps melting on Mars? And they are. And if you go to the NASA website, is it all the SUVs there? Because something's happening on that planet too that's like affecting their shit.
Oh,
and
wow.
they don't have. You know,
I wonder if like our shit is affecting their shit.
you never.
I'm just so full of shit right now. Oh my god! I just fucking brought it.
You never
Ladies
know.
and gentlemen, let me bring him the piece of shit into the room. Hello, everybody. How's he doing?
Hey.
Hey.
The ice caps are
Hey,
melting. The ice caps are melting because all the abortions you guys are having, and you guys are going back to
science.
God.
You know, that sounds
Being
about
punished.
right. That sounds about.
That's why you stub your toe because God hates you.
You know, I honestly, dude, this is the first time I hear about the ice melting in Mars.
Yeah, me too.
It's
You know, man, I'm starting to think the sun just hates us.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
because it does have its own like cycles, sun cycles. Like it had
Right.
that
Right.
one weird time in history where there was like a little mini ice age or something, and like the sun wasn't shining as bright or there's something minimer. I don't know. I'm
Well, I mean,
mispronouncing it.
there
but-
is a rotation in the planets, right? And it's spinning.
The little ice age?
Yeah. Like it was during like the 1700s or something like that.
Oh,
and,
what?
and supposedly it affected like those Stradivarius violins or something. Those violins that are really expensive.
Okay.
It comes from the wood that was grown in that period because the wood has a specific density that's perfect for the
Wow,
pitch. Or
I
something
did not
like
know that. My brain just went.
Climate science, earth science. The atmosphere is changing faster right now than at any other point in history.
Right. I mean, look at fucking Hawaii, man. The fuckers fucking spewing fucking
The salted sea may become an actual sea at one
fucking
point.
spewing
It's all the carbon we're putting into the atmosphere.
Mother Nature
man.
blood.
You look at a car, you can't touch the motor because you'll burn your hand, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
you can't put your mouth on the exhaust because you'll breathe in all the
because you're burning.
carbon monoxide
Yeah.
and you'll die. Now drive from here to to LA and tell me how many cars you see, on the road.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
there's more cars on the road than there's about 1 billion cars right
And
now.
go to fucking airport. Go to a fucking airport, any fucking airport, any given fucking day of the fucking week. Fucking planes.
Yeah. Just look up in the air.
Look up in the motherfucking air.
Just look up in the air.
Count, see how many you count. Fucking commercial fucking airplanes up in the fucking air.
And it's
So-
only about 20% that we contribute towards. It's only 20%
So, if it's 20% of
cars and
cars,
vehicles and
then fuck that, man. I'm fucking buying unleaded, bitch. And it doesn't matter what fucking fossil fuel we're fucking burning then.
yeah.
I
and then the
mean,
baby boomers are gonna go, bye kids, figure that shit out. See ya.
this
Peace.
is like
I died. Your problem.
this is poor talk right here. This is like, you're not gonna fucking. This is like, yeah, you're gonna, especially here in the valley. What you're gonna fucking put some fucking premium. Really, you're gonna put some fucking premium so you can go to fucking point A to point B.
I drive with premium. Bro.
It's a special car. It needs premium.
My
car.
buddy, he's an engineer, and he once told me, like, hey man, I'm gonna put this premium stuff on the car. He looked at me like I was fucking stupid because he was looking at me like I was stupid, and I was like, why? Like, this is the best stuff, man. Like, don't you know, top shelf, bro? I want some top shelf in my car.
It tastes
And
different.
It costs more.
It costs more, man. And I know it tastes different because I taste it when I fucking burn it up. And he's like, no, dude, fucking just put the cheap shit. I'm like, why? Dude, it doesn't fucking matter. And when he told me that, I kind of just took it as like, okay, is this fucking guy's an engineer telling me that, premium and fucking unleaded, it doesn't fucking matter. It's the same fucking shit, I'm like, I'm going to go with the engineer. He's like pretty much just telling me like, yeah, this shit's just fucking more expensive. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's not really going to do anything better for your fucking motor. It's not going to do a shit.
Hey, what about gasoline from Pemex versus?
Yeah, would you use
That's-
Mexico gas?
Yeah, no, that is a sincere question. I'm not trying to swipe at anyone.
Well,
that is a legitimate question.
I used to live in Mexicali for a minute, and I had the occasion of putting that shit in my car, and like, yeah, once I fucking crossed the border, I fucking put the treatment in it. You know what I mean?
Why does their exhaust smell different from our exhaust?
It tastes different too. It's funny.
Because I'm gonna put it this way, because it's Mecky.
It's Mickey.
This weed has more seed than your mom's face.
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much what it is, dude. You pretty much put it in a nutshell, dude. Like, yeah, dude, we got fucking top shelf and fucking, mid shelf, and then they got fucking Mecky.
And in birds, you see water drip out from the exhaust sometimes. It's like, that's probably not supposed to be there, I'm guessing.
Imagine when
maybe.
it's fucking doing the fucking car, man. And then, like, it's just a vicious cycle of fucking...
I gotta put that premium stuff in my car, man. My car has a sticker on it that says premium only.
Why
perdón?
No, but like, why would obviously the manufacturer would put it there for a reason, right?
It's a higher octane. It does burn differently.
It burns different?
If you put it in your car, it'll clean out your system.
Oh, okay.
But don't use it all the time.
Oh. So, like, I was trying to put it in Renault. That was...
Oh, yeah.
And it was like...
It's not even your car, bro.
It wasn't even my money. But anyways,
I want to piss in the tank.
It was a rental. Like, it was business
hose.
trip. But that was the thing. He kind of just fucking doesn't like, because to me, like in my head, it was like, oh, put the better stuff in the fucking car. It'll last longer. That was like my theory. And like now you tell me, like, I don't know shit about cars, but now that you tell me that, like, it cleans out your system, that makes sense.
Don't drink it.
Just don't drink it, and don't put it in your fucking top shelf weed.
Nope.
And we're not talking about the top shelf weed that's out in your garden. Like the really nice stuff that's growing flowers on it. Not that one. Not that one. We're talking about the other stuff.
The diesel smelling stuff.
Yeah. So, anyways, all right, man. We got about a couple of minutes before we wrap it up here in the first edition of the Desert Experiment. We got Mr. Chris.
Hello, how's it going?
Mr. Chris
Arrellano.
Mr. Chris Arrellano has a show coming up, which
A few shows.
shows coming up.
Yeah, we had one for June 2nd with Frankie Quinones, also known as Cholo Fit.
Dude, I love that guy.
He's
I
hilarious.
love that guy, man. That guy's so funny. So if you guys want to check out Cholo Fit, he's going to be in the Valley.
And also the Plan B in Thousand Palms. We have a monthly thing now over there.
Okay.
You know, that they took a gamble on us, and they're starting to do comedy.
Right on.
And also Johnny Carritos, surprisingly, like
Oh yeah, I saw the. Oh yeah, well this is how we linked up, right?
yeah, definitely. And
I followed Pete, and Pete put up a post, and I went, "Hey, that guy's kind of funny.
I'll take that.
He's kind of funny, so I think I want to see what he's about."
Right
And
on.
so yeah, man, it was kind of cool, right? Like we kind of kicked it right off. So hey, we're doing the pod now. So
Right on. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
oh man,
And
sorry,
I'm so sorry if you don't mind me just doing some quick shout outs.
do it, man, do it.
Yeah, and also on June 1st, there's going to be a What's Up With You comedy show, Can You Do Comedy, as well as a roast for Gil Robar on July 20th.
What's up? Is that a
He's one of our comedy cohorts. He's a friend of mine.
what's his name?
Gil Robar. I always have trouble pronouncing his last name. You
Okay.
know, I don't know what it means in Spanish, what a rebelar is.
I don't know, I don't know.
It sounds like doing something again to be a baller, I guess, or something.
Rolar.
But either way, he has a roast. I don't know. He thinks very highly of himself, but he thinks he needs a roast, and we'll gladly give it to him. And also, what else do we have going on? And also, just want to give a shout out to Small Town News podcast, as well as Que Pasa Calexico podcast and Kagercast. And I'd like to thank our my sponsor, Quest for Fire, for hooking me up with weed, and also the Head Stash DB. They're also sponsoring Frankie Quinones show as well, and that's pretty much all we have right now. And I'm going to be doing some more shows in San Diego at the American Comedy Store.
Do you have a web page or something? People
We
can-
have Refried Comics on Facebook.
so they can find you there.
Yeah, and that's other people that we work with here locally as well. Mike Blackstock and Jose Cital.
I know
name a
Jose.
few. Yeah, do you really? Yeah, right on. Cool.
I went to school with Chuck,
Nice,
his brother.
nice.
We
High
were,
school?
We were in high school together.
He called it the best 6 years of his life.
That's a good one.
He used to go in the small trailers in the back where no one can see him with the little hand. Good for him. He's trying.
Yeah, I love Jose, man. I love the Leas, man. I grew up with Chuck. Chuck was my boy back in the day. Like we were in I guess it's like Glee now.
Yeah, and they did Chuck Fest not too long ago for him as well.
Yeah, that was for him. Yeah, so yeah, man, big ups to Jose and doing all that stuff now. That's awesome. So it's time.
Can I get a quick shout out?
Oh yeah, Pete, do your thing, Pete.
Look up my menu on Weed Maps, Quest for Fire. Hit me up.
Hit him up.
442-271-6564. 442-271-6564.
All right.
I got you guys, man. Just hit me up anytime.
All right, Pete's got the flower, and all right, well, it's time for us. It's time for us to head on out of here, and I'd like to thank you for sticking around for this first episode, and hopefully it gets it improves to the point where you don't turn it off. So, all right, you guys have a good one. Take care.